Today it was announced that not only was the new ChatGPT store, the CustomGPT store, opened up, but Deloitte has announced that they have released their own CustomGPT internally that they're using to provide support for their staff. And I had a couple people ask me, what does that mean? And is that something that our company should do? So let me first share that what a CustomGPT is. A custom GPT is basically a ChatGPT model that has all of ChatGPT's information, but is also trained on specific information about your company, information that you may want to provide to your sales team or your customer service team or whatever. The article from Deloitte says it's rolling out an AI chatbot that can help staff members write emails, answer questions from customers, create presentations and things like that. So I'm guessing, although I've not seen it, that it's filled with a lot of information about Deloitte and their values, how they do things, how they answer questions, the values they provide, or the value they provide to their clients and things like that. That's all great and fine. The one thing I'm pretty sure of is that they didn't release this through the ChatGPT store, the CustomGPT store. This is going to be an internal tool I'm sure that Deloitte is using and leveraging. And if your business is thinking about that, I want to encourage you to do that. I think it's a great idea. But I also want to encourage you not to release your proprietary business cases in the custom GPT model. Instead, go through the API. And what do I mean by that? It means you're probably going to need to get a basic developer, or you can use something simple, one of the no-code solutions like Bubble or something like that, to go ahead and create an interface that then uses the API of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, to query and get it all its information. If you're not familiar, the API is the same engine that runs ChatGPT. It's simply a different interface. In other words, the API has actually been around longer than ChatGPT has and is the most common way that it was designed to be used. ChatGPT, as we're all familiar with it, just over a year ago came out as an interface that made it easy for us to access the API and utilize that. So when we talk about ChatGPT, we're talking about that new window, that easy to use system that they've incorporated, and it's great. But if you're a business and you want to make sure that your information through a custom GPT is available to your team to use, I don't want to encourage you. In fact, I want to encourage you not to release it on ChatGPT. Instead, use Bubble or other solutions like that to create an application interface that then connects with the API. There's a few reasons to do this, but most importantly is security. You then have the ability to secure who gets access to that application and your information, as well as you have the ability to, if you ever wanted to monetize that because you're controlling the application. The other reason is that according to my research and the developers I've spoken to, that OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has said that they're not going to use information in the API to train its data model, but they are using information through ChatGPT to train the data model. And you obviously, if you're putting in proprietary business information, you want to make sure that your business information isn't being used to train the AI model, as you don't want that available to your competitors or anybody else. The last reason why I recommend doing it this way as opposed to in the GPT infrastructure through ChatGPT is that I've seen numerous examples, and according to the programmers that I know, I'll readily admit I'm not one, every custom GPT, according to these programmers, can be hacked, I use that word, to release the data that has been uploaded to it. That could be your proprietary company data. I do not encourage you to release anything through the GPT store that contains training material that's proprietary to your business and not available in the public domain, because there's a likelihood, and in fact maybe even a probability, that information will become available in the public domain if you release it that way. So do I love custom GPTs? Yes, I do. I think they're amazing. Do I think as a business you should be releasing an internal use proprietary information trained GPT model? No, I think you should do that through the API instead. If you've got questions about how to do this, please reach out. I'd love to have a conversation with you, introduce you to some of my developer friends who can make this happen, but I'd love to share with you. I want you as a business to make the right choice for your business. Custom GPTs, they're amazing. In fact, the new store launched today. Take a look at it. Don't rely on that for your proprietary trained GPT models. Make it a great day, everybody.